today, tonight. Hope you all are doing well. Listen, all right, we doing some. We're gonna do a short video. We're doing some testing right now, okay? So with this being said, I'm gonna actually do a subject tonight, just a quick one on setting intentions. This right here is a book that I actually use. Yeah, see it? It's a journal that I actually use. I'm like that woman that does her cologne. I mean her perfume. I love her. But anyway, this is where I set my intentions. Alrighty. So I write in this book, and I actually um, write in it, and yeah, just take the time to actually set my intentions for the day. Okay, and they change from day to day. I don't just have the same intention with every day. But my thing is, what do you set your intentions for the day? Or do you just get up out of bed and just be like, let life come as it come, and whatever happens, happens. And look, if that's your preference, that's you. But a lot of us, this is the season and time for you to learn to set your intentions, or how you want, or are you that you're choosing for your day to go. Okay? Yes, things come. They are lessons. They are experiences. But it never takes away from how you're setting your intentions. You might have a goal you want to reach, or you might still have a vision, or you still, are just intentional about what you want for that day. Okay? And so a lot of us, again, we just out here just flying, we just getting it. But there are people that really, really, really set their sacred intentions for their day. And they're very intentional um, about what goes on in their lives, about what goes on in their day, about what goes on in just them, just, just for them. Okay. And so this is a good way to start. I think this is a good way to start for your season. I think this is a good way to start, for your month, or, or like you said, not just only your day, just your life. What are you really living life intentionally? Or are you just out here just existing? Well, Dollar, I know I got to go to work. Okay, that's fine. Well, Dollar, I got to make sure the kids are good. Okay, okay. But what we talking about? You. Okay? And listen, once you start doing these practices with setting your intention, know the lessons are going to come to challenge you. Okay? So, say for instance, you set your intention, you said, today I'm setting my intentions, but the peace to come into my life and everything. And then you begin to see things that show up that are not so peaceful, or people that are not so peaceful in your life, or around you, or your circumstance, or maybe you haven't made peace with certain things. So that stuff comes. And so now you have to learn how to be intentional about where you want and what you want your peace to look like, and how you want it to feel, and where setting your intentions with who you want peace with. And as most of the time it's with yourself, right? So again, what we're gonna come back to this. We're gonna come back to this. We're gonna come back. But I need for you to check to see, how are you being intentional about your whole life? Say for instance, if you want to be, financially stable. Well, where you got to set intentions about where your money's going, where your money's flowing, and how your money's flowing back to you. You're not just out here, you're throwing it away, and then you like, oh. And a lot of us just out here begging. We just begging, 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 begging. I was thinking about doing this on prayer, but I might have to change that, because prayer is not what we were taught in prayer is. Beg, plead. Prayer is that conversation is a whole different thing. You have PRAY, and then you have PREY. A lot of people are out here praying for you. They're praying on you too. PREY. So you need to know who's PREY and who's PRAY. And if you do not have a PRAY set up, or you don't have intentional or intentions, hey Ariana, I made it, girl, I made it. y'all my testers, girl. You my testers. But again, if you have not came up with how you can set your intentions for your day. I'm not saying that you're gonna set your intentions and the dollar, I set my intention for me to be happy all day and somebody came and stole it. No, we are allowing too much. Because that thing might bring you joy in the end to know that it works out. It works out. Yes, there are things that come about our lives. I get that, y'all. But things are really working out. You have to set your intentions to say, things are working out for my good. Though they don't feel like it, things are working out for my good. And y'all, we gonna have to upgrade and up level our faith, our trust. When did I had to write in my journal the other night, when did I lose my trust? Not with everything else, but with myself. When did I lose my trust within myself? And am I intentional about my trust for me? Do I trust myself? Not to do anything, but do I just trust myself? Some people sitting around here don't even trust themselves. You worried about everybody else. Well, they'll backstab. And I see the post. Folks, they out here doing this. And folks around here dogging you out. And folks around here hurting you. And when did you learn to not trust yourself? And when will you start discovering trust with yourself all over again? I love when Miss Rita told me. She said, I was like, well, I don't trust so and so, and I don't trust. She said that's not theirs to have. That is yours. You are to trust you. Learn to trust you. Do you trust that when you set your intention, or do you trust yourself that when you set a goal or whatever, that you're going to be disciplined, that you're going to be focused, that you're going to be committed? Have you developed that? If not, set your intention that I will be intentional about trusting me, trusting, taking care of me, being intentional about my life, not everybody else's. Staying in my lane, my business. Life is your business. That's what you came here to do, is take care of your business. And I was thinking about in the dream, I get so tickled. I had a dream last night. And in the dream, I was actually preaching outside. Girl, I was like, what? But I also know there's another calling when I'm being called to. And so in the dream, I remember saying, we have to learn how to stop trying to take care of everybody else. That's not where our intention is supposed to be, because they are sucking us dry. They will come up with stuff just so you can problem solve. They will come up, y'all, these codependency strings in this season, you're going to have to learn how to actually detach and let them go. It's not the other person that's pulling. It's you wanting to be validated. It's you wanting to be needed. It's you want to show up and show people what you got going on and how you master this and how you master that. And that shit is draining us. Well, if I don't show up with this person, y'all are scared. I don't show up for this person, they're not going to like me. Or if I don't show up, and then look here, if I don't show up with this person, then when I need him, they're not going to be there. Trust and know that you so intentional that whoever you need in that moment will show up. It's not going to be who you want at times. Be intentional. Set your intentions. You might not want to write them down. Okay, you might want to say them out loud. Then get in the mirror and say them to yourself. If you are intentional about your healing, if you are intentional about your self-discovery, and let me tell you something, when you go deep into this work, your life is about to open completely up. And you got to be vulnerable with you. And a lot of us don't want to be vulnerable with us and just tell the truth. And a lot of us don't want to do shadow work because you want to just live in the light. And I'm just this and I'm just that. And all things are going to say, but that shadow is lurking behind you. I told y'all shadow work ain't all in no book. When you sit down and really discover the yin and the yang, the feminine and the masculine, the right and the left, when you discover all of that, you're going to see something about yourself. And even in the darkness, y'all, something is being birthed. I'm telling you, when you begin to look at things for yourself, and a lot of people are so afraid, oh, I don't want to go in the dark, but you already there. You're talking about you lost. The reason why I can't find what my purpose. The reason why is because you are your purpose. You're trying to find something to do to gain what? You are your sacred purpose. What is your intentions for your life? It's not to work a job. It's not. We work jobs, don't get me wrong, because that's what we have to do in this society. But that's not your sacred purpose. And you talking about, I got to figure out, no, you don't have to figure out anything. Just sit still with yourself and be intentional about connecting with higher source. Be intentional about connecting. A lot of y'all talking about, I've lost I can't hear. I can't see. I can't hear the voice of God. I can't hear. The reason why is because you're looking for it out here and it's not out here. This is it. You're trying to escape and run, and you don't want to face the truth. You don't want to see the truth. You don't want to see where stuff started. You don't want to take responsibility and accountability. Set your intentions for that. Just set your intentions to sit still. In stillness, and my brother used to talk about contemplation, sacred contemplation, where you are doing nothing but just taking inventory of you. Of you. Those voices are going to come. Those little small critics are going to come. But you have to talk back to them because they're not the voice that you need to hear. They're the voice you need to listen to. But the sacred voice that you need to hear, you're going to have to take some time to spend with that. Because all those other voices have clouded everything for you. I was telling my daughter, and I'm almost off here because I think I've been on here a little long. But I was talking to my daughter and I was telling her, I said, when I went to the Nashville Black Wellness Rally, and I'll be posting some more information about it. Um, I noticed that, of course, I got banned on Facebook. So, all right, so that's how I ended up here. And I was trying to work it out. And I kept hearing, oh, I don't know, Dolly. I don't know this YouTube thing. I don't know. So I'm like, okay. So, it hit me. Now, I'm a people person. It's me season. Yes, I am a people person. And at times, I'm finding out I'm ambivert. Is that right, Ariana? Ariana, is that right? I'm ambivert. So I'm extrovert when it comes to, okay, I know how that. But then I'm learning this introvert. And I'm like, who is that? Oh, is that what it is? Okay. So I'm like, who is this introvert? And I realized that actually that's how I started growing up. I was to myself, played by myself, and I was just like, okay, because I was the only child, so, by my mother. So I'm like, okay, I go out in nature and play. I'd make all kinds of games. So the introvert, I liked it at the time. But, like I said, my grandmother was very, very, like I said, extrovert. She had her moments where she would go and spend time to herself. But, when she got out, she was a Leo, so she shine, shine, shine. So I'm like, okay. So now that I'm learning who this is, I'm actually, like I said, and then the imposter syndrome comes up. We Energyverts depends on the vibe. Girl, energy. There you go. Energyverts. Yeah, there you go. That's a good word, baby. That's a T-shirt. Energyverts. And so I got to, like I said, the rally, and and I'm like, what am I going to say to these people? Because I had my intentions. on going live and showing the people, about, different things, and just interviewing the host. Whew. And so I was like, okay, got up, got there, and froze and didn't know what to say. And my inner critic started talking, and then the imposter syndrome kind of kicked in. And my inner critic said, "You are somewhere that you don't belong." I was like, wait a minute. But look, I done played, but I done sang, I done been here. I said, yeah, but this is new. Nobody knows you here. And you don't know anybody here other than the host. And then I did know two people that actually, like I said, that knew my brother. And so I was like, okay, that inner critic is strong. And so I was sitting over in the corner by myself. And I was like, my partner, he was, like I said, I think he was trying, he helps. He's like, let me go get this information, this, that. And I was like, okay. And I was like, I don't want to talk to these people. I don't know what I'm going to say. And I got kind of fearful. And I'm like, okay, what am I going to say? And then I heard, just stand, just get up, and it's going to come. And you belong here. You do. And you set your intentions before you got up here. And we're going to be intentional about doing what we say we came here to do. So I stood up and I went up to the first vendor and I said, hello, my name is Daliah. I said, I'm a content creator. Never called myself a content creator. But I'm a content creator and da 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 da. And they was like, oh, okay. And the more I got to practice that, I was like, oh, okay, I'm having to overcome something that I didn't think I would have to overcome. Everybody know I talk. But it got to the point where I was like, I don't want to talk. I am shy. And I was like, what? And I realized, oh, there's some more shadow work I need to do. And so I was telling her that, and she was like, yes. She began to explain what was really going on. Now, listen, y'all. The challenges that's about to come in your life are going to push you and elevate you. You're going to have to come out of your comfort zone and do brand new things. Well, I'm introverted, and that's how I want to be, and that's how I like it. Okay. But there are places that God is going to nudge you. God is going to nudge you that you're going to have to go. Step out of your comfort zone. A lot of y'all are such, beautiful, expressive creators. And these gifts are showing up. And you're going to have to set your intentions on how you want this thing to play out for you. Not misplaced expectations. I need y'all to look up misplaced expectations, break those words down, and then intentions. Because a lot of us have a lot of misplaced expectations of what we feel like, and when it don't go that way or when it don't look that way, then we are disappointed. No. Life is about learning. But you can lovingly set your intentions for yourself. What lessons will you learn? Even be intentional about what lessons am I here to learn about me? Are there some things that I really truly need to work on and I keep bypassing them and now it'll come? No, 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 no. That's baby. We been kicked. Y'all being kicked in the ass. We been kicked in the ass. Just said it so that we can actually do some things that are totally different than what we've been trained to do, what we've been conditioned to do, what we've been programmed to do. Those beliefs that you had, that stuff is going to be, I'm talking about knocked out with a bat. And it's time because it's holding you back. It's keeping you from the life that you say you really want to live. It's going to knock all those excuses out the way. You're not going to be able to blame nobody. You're going to have to start taking responsibility and accountability for your own life. You're not going to be able to, like I said, pin nobody. Well, they're the reason why. And and then another subject that we'll be talking about soon is, where is your blockages? Where are your blockages? Not where is. Where are your blockages? Where are they? Who blocking you? Who blocking you? What's blocking you? Okay? Because a lot of y'all, some things are blocked. And let me tell you something. You can sit around here and blame and call it this, that, all you want to. It's going to still be there because they know you ain't going to do anything. You're going to have to set your intentions how you're going to work through these blocks. And it might have to take you some sabbaticals to work through them. It might have to take you some retreats to go through. Might have to take some of y'all to actually go somewhere where there is someone that can actually see spiritually where your blocks are. But I ain't gonna go to the say, okay, you have your life, I have mine. But a lot of y'all got a lot of blocks that not only other people set up for you, but you set up for yourself. And it might be fear. But whatever it is, that's what's holding you back from your greatness. And you're going to be there when you could have been a little further along the way if you'd have worked through them. Okay? Anyway, I feel like we have done what we came on here to do, which was actually talk about being intentional, setting your day. So we'll come back and I'll give y'all some examples about setting your intentions or, being intentional and everything. And yeah, it's just time, y'all. It's time. Look, I realized like in 2024, and and I'm gonna say the last season. I ain't gonna say it like that, but I realized that the things that I actually dealt with were to build me for now. I need you to hear that. The things that I actually dealt with or came was to build me for now. Those things that y'all have been challenged with when I tell y'all the success stories is about to take place. It was only there to build you. It was there to set a foundation because some of y'all need a new, complete foundation. The foundation that you had was shaky. It's only here to build you for this next grand life that you're about to live. Some people are about to take off. You're not going to be able to keep up with them. You're not going to be able to catch them. You're not going to be able to hold them back. They fixing to take off. Because first of all, they've worked through their karma of things. And they put out good karma anyway. And they know their purpose. Why some of y'all around here playing, talking about, I don't know. Some people know why they here, honey. And they won't let nothing shake them. Oh, I love it. Things come about. I mean, and let me tell you something, and I'm hearing to say this to you, because some people are going through sickness and diseases and illnesses and hard stuff, the suffering that they're going through, to learn lessons to help us. Even in the scripture, I'll go there, when it said, well, who sinned? Did the father sin? Or did the mother sin? Or who sinned for this child to be? No, ain't about that. That was that child's lesson of evolution, that lesson of ascension to learn. Some people are just here to learn lessons so they can learn how to heal to help us. Well, they shouldn't have did this. They shouldn't have done it. It ain't about that. That's what their lesson is here to do. Some of y'all will learn from people's failures and mistakes, which they're not failures or mistakes. That's what we call them. They're actually their life lessons. Some of y'all will learn from that what to do for yourself. Now, if some things going to happen this next season, buckle your damn seatbelt. Because the earth is changing, it's shifting, it's doing a lot of things. And you can't tell me that you don't know, because we all have a knowing collectively. You just Want to be an airy fairy, or you just want to escape. That's fine. But the people that are in tune know what's about to take place. They will give warnings, but it's only to prepare you and to assist you for your good. That's it. So again, be intentional about your life. What are you gonna do? What you intentional about this next season? You have a right to do that for yourself. Okay? All right, I love y'all. Gotta go. We will be back. Hopefully this helps somebody. And again, like I said, if you have not went over and subscribed to the YouTube page, go ahead and do that. Because when January the 29th is what they gave me, when that popped off that week coming back Facebook Live, yes we are, yes we is, yes we is. That means I'm gonna have two. Yeah, anyway, Ariel, you know. I don't know how you work this thing, but you know. All righty then. Thank y'all for coming through, and I hope y'all have a good night. Love y'all.